Hello, welcome to chair yoga. So grab a chair and that's all you need today, your body and a chair, and we'll go through several different breath practices to keep us grounded in the body and to keep us in tune with sensation that's happening in our body, so we can kind of know where our capacity is for every given pose. If you ever feel any pain in any of these poses that we are going through, then please stop doing the pose. You can gently come out of it, take a moment to connect back to your breath, back to your lungs, your belly as you breathe in, and then we'll move on to the next pose. So know that you can leave out any of these poses that don't serve you, and maybe revisit them later on if you'd like to. So it's totally up to you. This is your practice. Take what serves you, leave the rest. So after we dive a little bit into the breath, we'll go through a flow, a little bit of a practice. Won't be super long, just a few poses to get the body a little more open, a little more released through the muscles. Yeah, so if you're feeling any tension, hopefully this will help to release that tension a little bit more. So from here, find your chair. Any old chair will do. I'll show you what chair I'm sitting on. It's like a dining room chair basically. And we're gonna come to sit on the chair. So just notice where your feet are in space. My dog is here, so I have to move her tail over a little bit. Thank you, Savvy. And just make sure your feet are right underneath your knees. So that means that we're not sitting super far back in the chair. I'm pretty short. So when I do that, I'm like this. I'm not really grounded, I'm not really rooted, and my pelvis is really tucked under. So we want to come forward, kind of on the edge of the chair with the sitting bones. Your sitting bones are those bony parts underneath your glute muscles. So really root them down into the chair here. And then from here, I want you to imagine stacking your head and your neck right over your shoulders. And then imagine your shoulders stacking right over your ribs. And then imagine your ribs stacking right over your hips. So we're in this nice stack here that will allow us to breathe a little bit more deeply and also with more ease. Yeah, so finding that space within your torso. So once you've found that space, take your time exploring. If you want to kind of lean forward, see how the shoulders feel when they're far forward of the pelvis, or you want to lean back, see how that feels, and then come forward again, stacking shoulders right over your pelvis. And once you've found that, you can just let the eyes settle down towards the ground. Maybe you feel comfortable closing the eyes all the way. And as you arrive here with your feet rooted firmly, your sitting bones really pressing into the chair, take a deep inhale through the nose. Fullest exhale out the mouth. One more like that to arrive. Breathe in through the nose. Fullest exhale to arrive. Keep the eyes closed or soft towards the ground. Hands can be on your lap or wherever they fall with ease. Maybe palms are up towards the sky. Just begin to seal the lips. Breathe gently and naturally through your nose. No need to force the breath here. And just for a moment, scan your body from the toes all the way up to the crown of your head. Notice any areas that might feel tense, tight, maybe even painful today. Trying not to pass judgment or change how those feel in this moment. Or just simply observing our own bodies in space and time in this moment. Maybe notice those spaces in the body that feel at ease, that feel calm, that feel open. Again, not labeling these areas good or bad, just noticing. And then as you press into the feet, into the sitting bones, can you imagine your spine getting a little bit longer? You're really creating space between each vertebra in the spine. Maybe even see it in your mind's eye. As the crown of your head, the very top of your head, reaches towards the ceiling. Tuck the chin in just slightly. If it helps to imagine my hand hovering above your head, and maybe reaching for my hand with your head. Keep the muscles soft and relaxed. And we'll just deepen our breath. So as you're ready, we'll breathe in through the nose, let the belly rise forward, all the way up to the heart space. And then breathe out the nose, let the heart space fall, belly comes back to where it was. Again, like that. Breathe in through the belly, up to the heart. Breathe out, heart space and belly fall back down. Just take one more like that at your own perfect pace. Beautiful. And then we'll let go of that breath. We'll revisit it soon. And whenever you're ready, just gently begin to open the eyes from bottom to top if they were closed. Maybe blinking the eyes several times. And then from here, keeping your back long and strong, we'll inhale the arms, we'll circle sweep up above your head and catch the prayer as your hands meet together. Exhale, hands come to heart center in a prayer. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, prayer to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, prayer to heart center. Last one, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let it go. Release the arms down and just come back here for a moment. From here, we're going to breathe in. Your hands can be on your lap and breathe out to settle. You might hear a siren in the background. I'm in Brooklyn. As you arrive here with palms down, we're just going to inhale to tilt your tailbone forward. Lift your heart, lift your spine, any amount. You don't have to go so far back as you roll the shoulders back. And then exhale, we're gonna round through the tailbone, really round through the spine. Shoulders might come forward as your chin comes to your chest. Let's just do 3 more like that. Inhale, pull your hip points forward, making a slight arch in your spine as your shoulders press back behind you. Lift your throat here. And then exhale to round down and in, tucking your tailbone under, chin towards chest. 2 more. Inhale, lifting, opening. Exhale, rounding. 1 more. Breathe in, lift your heart, slight arch in the back. Shoulders move back behind you. Exhale, round. Shoulders might come forward as you round through the back. Come back up through a long spine. Just sit up nice and tall. From here, let's drop the chin towards the chest as you look down. And then inhale, look up all the way. Exhale, drop the chin towards the chest, just moving the neck. Good. And then reach your gaze up, look up, inhale. Exhale, drop the chin towards the chest. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, look down. Let's do about 3 more at your own pace here. Breathing in to look up, breathing out to look down. So we're working the cervical spine, the neck. That might not be where your area of pain is. It might be in the low back. But this is a mirror. This curve is a mirror of the lumbar spine. So we're just gently moving it up and down, getting some rotation or getting some more mobility there. And remember, you don't have to go so far up and so far down. Go to your capacity today. And the next time your chin is dropped, just bring the eyes forward once more. Awesome. Then from here, again, we'll drop the chin towards the chest and bring one ear towards one shoulder. Just let that side of the neck really lengthen, the side that's open. Just let it lengthen here. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe you take that arm out to the side. So that's our right arm right here. Breathe in, breathe out. You can let it drop, maybe even back onto the back of the chair. If that feels too intense, just let it be hanging by your side. And again, invite the breath into the body. So let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Full inhale. Full exhale. One more. Deepest breath in. Deepest breath out. Gently release the hand, maybe back onto your thigh. Bring the ears back up parallel with your walls. And then we'll take it on the other side. So drop the ear towards the other shoulder. This time the left arm can come out by your side. Again, finding the space that works for you, the intensity that works for you. You can bring the hand all the way back on the chair. Full inhale here. Fullest exhale. We'll take 2 more. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out slowly. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And gently come back through center. Release the hand. Let it go. From here, let's take the arms out by your side. Take a full inhale. Get really long in the side body. Feel how that feels. And then on the exhale, let's cross the arms. So let's take this right arm over the left and then give yourself a little hug. You can hug for your shoulders. You can reach for your shoulder blades. Try to bring your hands a little closer together. You're welcome to stay right here, or you can begin to bring the backs of your hands to touch, or maybe your palms wrap and touch, finding eagle arms. Either position is fine. Taking these eagle arms, or just staying here with arms wrapped. So I'll stay with my arms wrapped to start. And then again, we're gonna inhale. Hip points come forward. Lift through your heart, lift through your chest. Exhale to round your back, round down and in. So we often don't want to round our backs, right? We hear that that is not good, but it is a natural movement. So let's inhale, lift, exhale to round. We want the full range of motion in our spine. The ability to extend and to flex the spine. 2 more here. Inhale, lift your heart, slight back bend. Exhale, round, forward and down. 1 more. Inhale, rise, hip points come forward, heart lift. Exhale, round. Then come back up through a long spine. We'll unwind the arms. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your shoulders. From here, let's just take nice big shoulder rolls. Your elbows can come together. Inhale. Exhale, open up the front of the body. Move at your pace. Breathe in and out. Open up. One more full inhale. Slow exhale. Just getting that nice rotation in the shoulder. Let's reverse it. Breathe in. Elbows come together. Breathe out as they come apart. Inhale, lift the elbows. Bring them together. Exhale as they come apart. One more. Inhale, lift the elbows. Bring them together. Exhale, bring them down. Good. You can release the arms, and then we'll take it on the other side with that little wrap of the arms. So inhale, arms will sweep out by your side. Get nice and long from your heart to your fingertips. And then exhale. This time, let's take the left arm on top. Reach for your shoulders, or perhaps your shoulder blades on the back, whichever one you can reach with ease today. And then try to just make your arms come closer together, yeah? You might hear Savi right now. She is going to town on her feet. From here, just begin to lift your elbows a little higher. Option to stay just like this with this little hug, or option to take the opposite hands to meet the backs of the palms, or your palms can touch. Let's stay here for today. I will stay right here, but if you want to take that eagle wrap, go for it. So from here, inhale, we're gonna lift the hip points forward, almost like you're pouring your pelvis forward, and lift the heart, and then exhale, round your back forward any amount, right? You don't have to go as far as I'm going, or you can go further if that feels good. Inhale, reach up through your heart. Maybe the head falls back. Exhale as you round down. Good. Two more. Inhale, hip points come forward. Arch the spine slightly. Lift your heart, lift your neck. Exhale, round here. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Then inhale, come back through that long, straight spine, reaching the arms out. Exhale, hands to your shoulders. Let's just take those elbow circles again. So inhale, elbows come together, lift them up. Exhale, open up. Breathing in as they come together. Breathing out as they blossom open. Good. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, open up. Let's reverse the circles. So inhale, elbows come together, and exhale as they rise up. Inhale together. Exhale as they rise up. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Release the shoulders. You can shake out the arms if you need to. If that feels good, just let them be nice and heavy here. Good. And then if you can, if you have something to hold on to on your chair, maybe the side or the leg of the chair, or maybe you're near another chair, you can also put your hand on another chair. We're going to take the right hand first and really find the chair. So either the leg, the side of the chair, or maybe another chair if it's near you. And then we're gonna take a little side bend. So I'm gonna hold on to the side of my chair. I'm gonna elongate through the spine, take a deep breath in. Lift the left arm up, and then on the exhale, let's bend towards the right. Any amount will do, yeah? And if this is too much on your shoulder, lifting the arm above the ear, then just keep a soft bend in the elbow. Or keep it straight. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Keep firmly rooted through your sitting bones on the chair. Maybe look up underneath your arm. Take one more inhale as you spiral the right rib cage up. And exhale. Come back through center here. Just a little lateral flexion. That's the side bend of our spine. So hand is rooted onto something, the side of the chair, or maybe you have another chair next to you. Reach up through the right arm, get nice and long through your spine as you breathe in, and then breathe out. Bend any amount towards the left. It doesn't have to be extreme, yeah? Maybe you bend the elbow here. That's okay. Maybe we work it towards straight. That's okay too. This is your practice. Just find the breath. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Maybe looking up. Full inhale. Slow exhale. One more deep breath in. Fullest breath out. Come back through center. Release the arm by your side. And then we're going to switch positions on the chair. So for this, you can just swing the legs, or if you need to stand up and switch positions, that's okay too. But we're just going to turn the legs over towards the left. And again, kind of come towards the edge of the chair, so we're not rounding, but we're really sitting up nice and tall. You might hear my creaky chair, that's okay. It's just the chair sometimes. So then we're going to look back. So look back towards the back of your chair and just bring one hand and then the other to the chair. Yeah, so we're taking a little bit of a twist here. And inhale, again, lengthen the spine. Imagine each vertebra has space between it. And then on the exhale, maybe you turn into the twist a little bit more. Maybe you look behind the chair or even behind that left shoulder. Yeah, and the knees, just gaze forward towards your knees. Make sure they're pointing, towards your feet. Your toes and your knees are pointing in the same direction. Good, breathing in. Imagine the sides of your body getting long. Breathing out here. Taking one more full inhale. Slow exhale. Gently unwind your spine. Slowly come back towards your knees and stay here for a moment. Just notice any sensation that might feel a little bit different on that side, that left side, as we took a rotation of the spine. Yeah, so we did earlier, we've done so many things with our spine actually so far. We'll do the other side in a moment, but we've done arching of the spine, extension. We've done a little bit of flexion, rounding through the spine, which a lot of people are afraid to do, but we want the fullest mobility of our spine, so we want it to be able to do everything, even flexing forward and rounding. We did lateral flexion, that side bend, and now we're doing rotation of the spine. So we're working all the different ways that the spine can move for better back care and better spine mobility. So let's take our legs over towards the other side now. So again, just kind of pop your legs over here towards the side, maybe come towards the edge so you're sitting up nice and tall. And again, notice where your feet are. See how my feet are really far behind my knees? I want my feet right underneath my knees. So I'm going to step them forward just a little bit so that I get really firm through that. That way my pelvis can stack underneath my ribs and my shoulders and my head. Yeah, I can get the fullest elongation in the spine, getting that 90 degrees here if you can with the legs. So from here, again, breathe in to elongate your spine. And then on the exhale, we're going to turn towards the back of the chair. Place one hand and then the other on your chair. Yeah? And just breathe in to find that lengthening in the side body and the spine. And breathe out. Maybe you twist a little more, but just notice your edge, notice your capacity. You can always come out of it if it's too intense or if you feel pain. So keeping the hands where they are, breathe in again, maybe soften or close the eyes, and breathe out. Full belly breath in up to the chest. Full exhale. And maybe looking behind that right shoulder. One more inhale. Slowest exhale. let go of the chair and gently unwind your spine towards your knees. Again, just kind of let that neutralize through the spine as you gaze forward. And then we'll turn towards, again, the front. So we're going to do, I think, one standing pose with the chair. But before we do the standing pose, you can see Savvy down here. Before we do the standing pose, let's do a little bit of some more extension in the spine, just a little bit more. So I'm going to turn my chair to the side so that you can see it best, but you don't have to turn your chair to the side. So maybe just watch me first. And I'm going to have to ask Miss Savvy to move probably, but that's okay. So I'm going to turn my chair. Excuse me, Savvy. All right, so I've turned my chair. You remember, you don't have to. And I'm going to come to sit on the chair. Yeah, and so maybe come to sit on the edge again. Knees are pointed forward, knees are right over ankles. And then if you can, bring your arms behind you and grab for your chair. We're gonna breathe in to roll the shoulders back. Imagine I have a pencil between your shoulder blades right behind you. Yeah, and you're gonna squeeze the pencil with your shoulder blades. Notice if your ribs want to come far forward, can you just hug them in slightly? Yeah, so that you're really keeping it out of the low back. So we're hugging the low ribs in. We're just working the shoulders back behind us. So we're squeezing that imaginary pencil. And gaze forward here. Breathe in, breathe out. We're not looking up, we're not straining the neck, and we're not looking down. We're just looking right forward onto the horizon. Take another breath in and a beautiful breath out. Feel that breath move through the body. One more deepest inhale and let it go. Gently release one hand and then the other. Let the shoulders come back to neutral and we'll let that go. No more extension through the shoulders for today. So now we're going to do one standing pose on each side with the help of our chair. So I'm gonna stand up. You're welcome to stand up too. You might not see my head, it might be cut off, but that's okay. You don't need to see my head for this. And from here, I'm gonna move my chair so that I'm behind the chair. Yeah, so I'm behind the chair. I'm gonna hold on to the chair with both of my hands. And I'm gonna keep the right foot forward first. Yeah, so let's keep the right foot forward first. And then just step your left foot back any amount so that you're on the toes or the ball of your foot. So that means your heel is a little bit lifted, yeah. And it might be a little tough to see because my pants are a little dark. Maybe next time I'll wear some brighter pants. But try to keep your knee of the right foot, of the right leg rather, stacked over your ankle. So keeping that stack here. You can even work towards that left foot coming even further back behind you. But notice if you feel a pinching, if you feel a tightness in your low back, walk it forward. You don't have to have that really long stance. And just make sure this knee is always stacked over the ankle so you're protecting that knee. But above all else, just make sure you're not feeling any pain in the low back. And if you are, then don't do this move, yeah? Especially if you've got any SI joint stuff going on one side, then just skip this. So we're on the ball of the back foot, meaning the heel is lifted. I want you to breathe in and straighten that front leg to your capacity. Maybe lift the back heel. And then on the exhale, bend the front knee. Let that back heel drop any amount. Inhale, straighten both legs. Really use your glute muscles here. We're really strengthening the muscles around the low back. And then exhale, bend the front knee. Maybe release the heel down any amount. Good. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Lift that back heel. So the only heel that's being lifted is the back one. And then exhale, bend the front knee and drop the back heel. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, rise, engage your thighs. Exhale, bend the front knee, lower the back heel. Good. Inhale, lift and rise. Gaze can be soft and forward. Exhale, bend the front knee, heel drops. One more inhale, really engage your outer hip muscles. And then exhale, rebend the front knee, back heel comes down. Good. Let's let it go. Step that left foot forward. If you need to hold on to the chair, you can kind of shake out one of the legs and then the other. Just take your time, letting sensations dissipate. You can take hip circles here. Just drawing a circle with your hips in one direction and then taking the circle in the other direction. Good. And then we'll switch sides. So you want the left foot right underneath your hip, yeah? And then hold on to the chair and step the right foot back behind you. Remember, you can shorten the stance if you feel any pain in the low back, or you can begin to lengthen it if you don't feel any pain. Explore which length is good for you between the legs. Just make sure that that left knee is stacked over the ankle or behind the ankle, yeah? So find what works for you. And then from here, we'll inhale to prepare and straighten through the front leg, lift that back heel. Exhale, bend the front knee and kick the back heel down and back. Inhale to lift through the inner thighs. Exhale, bend the front knee, send that heel back behind you. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, rise. Keep engaging the glutes. Exhale, bend the knee, lower the heel for 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale for 2. Just last one, you've got this. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, rebend, lower that back heel, and then step it forward, let it go. You're welcome to shake out the legs, shake out the feet. Get some blood flow there. And again, maybe take those hip circles in one direction and then take them in the other direction. Ooh, standing poses, right? All right, I'm gonna move my chair back so you can see me. You can see Safi moving. Good. And then from here, just come to sit. And we're just gonna end our practice today. So coming to sit again with your sitting bones a little further forward so you can stack everything again to create deeper breaths, so you can take more fuller breaths so that you can become a little calmer in the mind. Maybe the mind wanders a lot throughout the day. This is a nice way to get more breath into the body. Yeah, so we can oxygenate our muscles and also so we can calm the mind. So now you've got that tool in your toolbox, stacking the head over the shoulders, shoulders over the ribs, ribs right over the pelvis. So just come to that comfortable seat. Hands can be in your lap. Soften the eyes, maybe towards the ground. Maybe you'd like to close them all the way. Just take a full inhale. Sigh it out, let it go. Letting go of any expectations of your practice and knowing that you are on your perfect path. It doesn't have to look like anything you think it needs to. Simply just practicing here in this moment is exactly where you need to be. Take one more fullest exhale or inhale through your nose. And exhale. You can bring the hands on top of your heart space. Send yourself loving kindness, compassion, and gratitude for coming to your practice today. And gratitude to your body. This body that does so much for us every day, every moment. We don't even notice. Even if the body is in pain, it's still working so hard. We are so much more than just this body and just this mind. We're something deep within the heart space, something divine. When we tap into the breath, we can remember who we truly are beyond the body and the mind. So take one more deep inhale to that heart space, and then sigh it out, let it go. Bring your hands to prayer in front of the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Please let me know how this practice serves you, and if I can help you in any other way, I'm here to support. Thank you so much.